Hey Royals, this is Mademoiselle Mosley again. I'm glad that y'all good cuz I'm good too. I missed you guys. It's been a minute. I want to talk to you guys about what I told my children, and I hope this blesses you guys as well. I told them when they get out on their own, be alone. Have their first place with themselves and nobody else. No roommate, no girlfriend, no boyfriend, none of that. Because when you get out on your own and you find out who you are alone, when you get with someone, you won't need them. You'll want them. It's a bad situation when you need somebody. When you can't do nothing without them. And then when the male as well as the female, but I'm specifically saying this to the male, when you learn, and female too, I mean both of them, when you learn to rule over yourself, you'll be a better ruler with somebody else. And what I'm saying is if you can control yourself, if you know what your maximum abilities are, and you get with somebody that does not have that same ability, then you have the ability to understand that you can come in and you can fill in that area. But if you don't know your strengths, your weaknesses about your own self, it's hard to get with somebody else because you're going to try to make somebody be what you want them to be and you ain't even what you need to be. So I believe that if you be by yourself, be able to console your own soul, you'll be a better ruler. If you're going to get in a relationship and you have not related to yourself, it's going to be hard to relate to somebody else. It's really hard to do that. And this is the reason why too I think that people shouldn't move together at first. Now, excuse me. If you get married, whatever, that's cool. Go on and do your thing. I ain't telling nobody not to get married at a young age, old age, middle age, no age. I'm not saying what don't do if that's what you want to do. I'm telling you, get with you before you get with somebody else. It makes it all the better. Because if you don't know who you are by yourself, and just say you get with somebody young and you grow together, it's not marriage, this is something different. If you're in a relationship and you go with somebody and y'all grow together and y'all intertwine, and for some reason y'all break up. Oftentimes you'll go back to something that is not good for you because you're not used to being with you. You get what I'm saying? It's kind of like not in the same aspect. Like when we were slaves and they set us free, quote unquote. We left, but we didn't have nowhere to go. So oftentimes, a lot of us went back to the very thing that we were freed from because we didn't have any kind of substance or anything to be able to provide for ourselves. Even though the provisions that was provided for us from the slave masters, it was cruel, but at least you had food. At least you had a place to stay. And it's designed like that. Some of the biggest abusers design you to be codependent on them so that you can't go and do what you need to do because you feel like you already need them to do what need to be done. If that makes sense. So even in a relationship, sometimes when it's abusive and not necessarily just physical, it could be mental, it could be spiritual, it could be a lot of things. But even then, you'll go back just for the few benefits and you'll go back to that mistreatment because you don't understand how to be treated. Oh, well, he get mad, but not all the time. Sometimes, but at least he a good provider. Yeah, he's a provider, but he's not a protector. I understand. This is not knocking anybody. I'm just saying, I always told my children, Be by yourself first. If you learn to rule over yourself, you'll make a great ruler over somebody else. Because you have to go through and find out what is wrong with you so you can get what's right for you. If that makes sense to y'all. So I hope that helped you guys. I just hope everybody understand that, basically we need to grow and find out who we are so we'll know what it is we want to do, so we won't need anybody. That anybody we get with is because we want them. Wanting and need is different. Wanting, I could do with it or without it. Needing it means I need it to provide and be beneficial to me in some form or manner. And when you need somebody, sometimes people going to use you really bad because they know that you don't have anywhere to go, anybody to go to. So I hope that helped you guys. Like I said, like, share, and subscribe. Until the next time, get it before it gets you. I'm out.